the Delta, a triangular-shaped tract of alluvial land at the mouth of the great Mississippi River, is cotton country. It is also home to the very rich and the very poor. For the past 6 years, my physician husband has gone to Tutwiler, Mississippi, to spend a month practicing mission medicine with Sister Ann Brooks, D.O. Sister Ann operates a medical clinic in Tutwiler and has become a national celebrity, having appeared on the Good Morning America show and being featured in major magazines as Newsweek, Time, People, and others. My husband and Sister Ann have encouraged me over the years to travel to the Delta and experience the beauty of the land and the spirit of her people. It wasn't until this spring that I was able to journey south for what became an unforgettable life experience. We left Ohio early on Saturday morning and arrived in Tallahatchie County 12 hours later, in time to watch the sun clip below the flat fields of the Delta and the moon eagerly dance up on the opposite sides of the same flat earth. The colors of the earth were black, with streaks of silver and gold laced along her newly plowed furrows. Along each field were deep ditches dug to accept the brown, sluggish water from the bayou. The two-lane road we traveled, State Route 61, was straight and flat, lined periodically with two-room shacks appearing to have no electricity or running water, but overflowing with young children and animals. I smelled the surroundings in a new way and heard voices from the shacks that took me to another place, another time, not the 20th century. I felt a transformation, an awe of wonderment about what life could be like for these children. My mind swirled with history facts and my heart opened to the sounds of their laughter and shouts. We arrived in Tutwiler and greeted our friends. This town, once along Charlie's Trace, DeSoto's path to the Mississippi, is divided black and white. The bayou divides the town, the white townspeople on high ground, the black townspeople on low ground, which floods twice a year. The white homes appear comfortable, with large yards, trees, and wide verandas. The black folks live in rented shacks that are literally falling down. For this privilege, they pay a white landlord $100 or more per month. Housing is a critical problem for the poor of this region. As I talked with people, the history of this region unfolded willingly. These people are gentle, sharing, and hopeful. In 12 million black voices, they say, "This is why we black folk laugh and sing when we are alone together. There is nothing, no ownership or lust for power, that stands between us and our kin. Because our eyes are not blinded by the hunger for possessions, we are a tolerant folk. Our scale of value is different from that of the world from which we have been excluded. Our shame is not its shame. Our love is not its love." The next 4 days I spent exploring Tallahatchie County, her plantations, shacks, fields, schools, and most importantly, talking with people who welcomed me into their homes and into their lives. I am grateful for the warmth and sharing that occurred. From this experience, I developed a deeper awareness of that universal human dimension in life struggles, faith. Henry Nouwen says in Out of Solitude, "Every human being has a great, yet often unknown gift to care, to be compassionate, to become present to the other, to listen, to hear, and to receive. If that gift would be set free and made available, miracles could take place." I want to share one of these special people that I've met with you. Mrs. Rosie Buchanan is 99 years old, born in 1890 in the Delta. And we're in the Delta in Tallahatchie County.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're out in the country. I guess you call it the country.
Yeah, it's country.
It's country. And we're sitting by. We're sitting by the back door, and the chickens are beautiful chickens. I've got a picture of them. And out beyond, there's a lake. Is that a lake back there? Back here, it's a pond.
Pond. He got several ponds.
Do you fish in those ponds?
No, he sells fish, Mr. Lane. I forgot his name.
But are you all allowed to fish there?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
If we let us fish, at least she wanted to fish. I wasn't able. He said others want to fish, but that cost him.
Oh dear.
turn her down.
Could you tell me the year you were born?
In 1898.
So you're just a young one.
Just an old one.
Where were you born?
I don't know exactly. I'm out in the hills, though.
In the hills. What was your house like that you lived in when you were a child?
Well, as a child, there was no beauty.
Wasn't it?
No, man. Old-fashioned.
How many rooms was it?
2 rooms. 2 rooms and a shed room.
And you were in a row of other shacks, as they were called, along the fields?
One little sack out while we cooked in. Then had no kitchen to, took up those 2 rooms and side room. Didn't have a kitchen. The kitchen was outside. Little hut, we say outside.
Did you have a garden?
Yes, ma'am. That's what we known.
And chicken?
Garden, chicken, cows, hogs.
How much land did you have to grow food on and call your own?
I was not in understanding of how many acres at that time when I was a child.
Yeah, you were too young. But you had enough to feed everyone.
Oh, feed us, yes, sir. We worked a big crop. Nobody but us children. My mother died quite early when I was a little child. I don't know exactly how old I was, but I wasn't in my teens. I was just about 10 or 11 years old, so 12 like long then.
Did you work in the cotton?
Work cotton, that's all we worked. Cotton and truck pastures and all kinds of things my daddy brought.
Tell me, in a day, Miss Rosie, what time would you children get up to start your day?
We had to get up early. My daddy, each one, what's in there was first to get up and make fire. We had a fireplace. We didn't have no heaters and things like that. That's a fireplace.
Was it still dark when you got up?
Sometime it was. And when we had to get up kill home, we sure was dark. That fire had to be rolled, that water had to be rolled, and by sun.
So you had a 5-year-old then when you were by yourself to raise?
Yes, ma'am. And raised it from a baby.
How'd you do that?
Well, just the Lord just give it to me to do that.
Where did he come from?
The 2 grandmas brought him to me.
Okay, his grandmas.
2 grandmas.
2 grandmas
Yes.
brought him to you. They couldn't take care of him anymore.
And one, I tell you, had so many children, the other was old.
How did they come by all those children?
They just found them.
They were just left?
What to do with them? They just raised the children she raised her children until she died.
And they were hers? Or
it was hers, Callie Tillman. She was a Tillman.
They were hers and
we
her
were
children.
first cousins. And I helped her all the time with her family. She had a big family. Every time she found a baby, they'd come get me.
How would she come to find the baby?
How she come to find it? The middle lady had to come in.
Would they be hers or would they be someone else's?
No, they're hers.
They were hers. Okay.
They were hers.
I misunderstood you. I thought that they were babies that she had found somewhere.
No, that was her baby.
How many did she have?
That girl had about 10 or 11 children, as well as I can understand if I make a mistake. She had a nice family of them, and I just helped her all the time with them. And some people thought it's my children when I go to church. Because she get tired of it.
You're like 2 mother cats that just mixed them all up, huh?
She get tired of it. One lady asked me, said, woman, I thought that was your child. I said, no, they ain't my child, my cousin child. I didn't help so well.
So how did you come then to raise the 5-year-old?
Sometimes I have a pretty hard time, but I stuck to it.
How much did land cost then? Do you remember?
It didn't cost so much. You get a $25 an acre at that time.
How long would it take to get $25?
I don't know how long it would take to get it. But That's what the pay for hill land at that time was $25.
You were able to farm it still?
Yes, ma'am. I was able to farm until he died, and after he died, I didn't try to.
But you still kept your cow?
I had my cows and things, and I didn't stay so far from the highway. I'd get my milk on the wheelbarrow and wheel it to the highway. Maybe get it on.
Who would buy your milk?
The main carried milk. There's
milk truck came
milk truck.
How much would he pay you for milk? Do you remember?
Oh, I don't know how much I paid, but I would get a good check. The folks around there were mostly jealous because I had good milk and butter cow.
What kind of cow was it?
Jersey.
Jersey cow. Oh, boy. The butter and the cream. And the ice cream.
Rich
stuff.
Rich. Oh, she ain't got all that much. And she gets more, her check is bigger than mine. But I couldn't help that. That was my cow.
How many cows do you have?
I had about 4 or 5 at that time.
Today, if people had a cow or two, they'd do all right, wouldn't they? A cow in a small garden.
But they said now we don't let no cow pop the tail in their face.
That wasn't a bad feeling, was it? Swish. Those old cows always knew when to get you too, didn't they?
Some of it was all right, and some of it was mean because I had a mean one. She is the most goodest butter in your cow, but mean. She was mean.
Would she kick you?
And what you talking about? She lay you out of it.
She just plain do you in, huh?
And you didn't watch it because I had a tie. You have to have a good thing what you put on. You don't put no piece on. And sound that pole so that tree or whatever it is tied to it. You see her worn eyes back at you. That saw name said, don't you pick me. Don't you pick me. Well, see, I couldn't tie a leg like some men could tie a leg, but I was scared about no leg. And I could tell when she finna kick me, she come begin to tremble, you know. You can really saw her cow. And all at once she make that soda. And I'd have to make mine to save a little milk. Here I go back with my pail up and there's some spill somewhere and say,
that stinker.
Honestly, I ain't telling nothing funny. That's the truth way that cow used to do.
I wonder why on earth cows like to do that. There's those few that are always ornery.
And some of them are so good you can just sit down on them and milk.
And she was probably a good milker too.
Yes.
So you kept her.
Yes.
Didn't make meat out of her.
Yes, love.
When it was time to breed your cows, would you find another Jersey to breed to?
More or less.
You tried to as much as you could.
More or less.
And then did you use the offspring for meat primarily? Or did you sell those, the young, the calves?
Sometimes my dad would sell them calves. Sometimes he would. More or less, that's what I did after I become the owner of them sometimes. Sell one, something like that sometimes. Some neighbor would know there's good milk cow, and sometimes he'd come get a cow from him when he was living.
Did you have any special dances that you did, that you knew the steps to?
No, we weren't no dancers. We didn't allowed to go to no dances. All we know about dancing, there's some people that over across the sketch of woods from us, they call it Friday. I don't know about what they talking about Friday. You know, I never see nobody Friday. But we poor little children, sometimes we stand out and listen at them people's feet.
They would do something in there, huh?
Oh,
Their feet would be moving.
And them feet would be sounding. You could hear the echo of them people singing, picking the ball. That's all we know about. Because we weren't allowed to go there, we children. But that's all I know about.
I think you remember pretty well.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe you forget the bad parts and remember the good parts.
Yes, ma'am, that's it.
Is that the secret to good living?
And keep on living, try to live on.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here today, trying to live.